We were so wrong about which RV would fit our lifestyle better.
We were. And this is why it's so important that you go look at RV floor plans in person at places like RV dealerships or RV shows, but also really spend time in there and envision how you spend your day throughout that RV. And not everybody has the opportunity or the availability to go look at them in person, so that's why these online tour videos are so helpful.
And this video was shot earlier this year before we moved into our current RV, this Dynamax Isata 630 FW, and right when we were starting our relationship with them. And if we didn't get to try out this prototype and floor plan, we probably would have chose the wrong RV right off the bat. So when we were starting the transition period and trying to look at more and more short Super Cs, we really couldn't find them all in one spot. So we thought this video might be helpful. All right, so this is gonna be the Tour de Europa. We have all three Europa floor plans here from Dynamax at Camp Dynamax. And we're gonna start with the 31SS. This is roughly a 33-foot Super C on the Freightliner chassis. We're gonna mainly focus on the inside feel between the three different models. So we'll check out the 31SS first.
Okay.
I'll give a quick pan through. Overhead cab, Freightliner chassis, onto the dual recliner, table, kitchen, and the bedroom in the back.
Well, what I love about this straight away is the wide open floor plan of the kitchen and the living area. This feels so big and airy in here. Just very welcoming, like you could hang out in here for hours and hours and days and days and months and years, right?
So Chris and I have been trying to decide between the 4x4 Isatas and the larger Freightliner Europas. We really like this shorter 33-ish type of foot Super C or the 4x4 Class C, and we've never been able to see all the models in the same place. So that's kind of the point of today here, is to just kind of get the feel of these three different Super Cs. And we have been in this one once before. First glimpse at the Europa 31SS. Listen to her purr.
She sounds pretty, doesn't she?
Pretty nice.
It's nice in here.
So we kind of got a little feeling for this one, but this is probably one of the most open floor plans. You can kind of see how large this floor is going up to the chassis up front.
Mm-hmm. It's just a comfortable lounge area. Like, it's just so open and roomy. You don't have that confined feeling in here at all.
So these are 25 models, I believe. So they have kind of the new square windows. Yep. With the slide up day-night shades.
There's just a crystal clear view since you don't have the permanent screens in them.
Mm-hmm. The kitchen in these overall, it's you know, for a motorhome, it's kind of a decent sized kitchen, I would say. It's not obviously overly large, but it's a good space. I like in this model this front cabinet because it would fit a Dyson vacuum cleaner really nicely, or dog leashes, or I guess anything else you need right next to the front door. Jackets. You don't really get that a whole lot in motorhomes, so I like that feature of it.
Yeah, a little grab stash. And it's tough to find a spot for the vacuum.
Yeah. If you take a seat on the table here, I just want to kind of point out at eye level, there's great windows here. You see, you know, the two windows in the kitchen, the door, you can see out of the front windshield, and then on this driver's side you get the bigger windows. So it's got a nice flow to it.
It does have a nice flow to it, yeah.
So Chris and I both really love this portion of the floor plan. The bedroom is, I would say, what, a little bit smaller than...
Yeah, I feel like in this particular unit, they really emphasized the space to be up here and made it a little more compact in the bedroom, right?
Yeah, you still do get a sliding door that closes off.
The pocket doors are great.
Yeah, pocket door into the bedroom.
Yeah. Huge wardrobe. It's massive. This side is plumbed for a combo washer dryer. So you can have a combo washer dryer on one side and then still have a usable wardrobe on the other side. So there's lots of space in here, especially if you were to put in like some custom cabinetry or shelving for your foldable clothes.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. Looks like it's a good 3 feet deep. 4 drawers underneath the back cabinetry. So it's not a small bedroom, I'd say. It's more like a medium-sized bedroom. I like the big window over the bed, actually. That looks really nice, doesn't it?
It does look nice, yeah. So this bed does fold onto itself for the slide to come in. So when you're traveling and your slide is in, the bed is folded.
Yeah, so basically when the slide is in, this portion of the bed is flipped up and your bed is then unusable while the slide is in,
yeah,
for the most part.
During travel mode.
And that's kind of where some people, that's a complete no-go. Other people, it doesn't matter at all. It sounds like it's a really huge deal. Nobody wants to be told that they can't do something. I can't use my bed while the slide is in. What if I have to use it?
And worst case scenario, in this particular floor plan, you can use the kitchen dinette or the bunk as an emergency overnight sleeper.
Yeah, you could easily just crawl up into the bunk and take a nap.
A little nappy poo. Bathroom?
Last part, bathroom.
Bathroom. She's long and skinny, so big shower in here. I really like the sunlight.
36 by 36 inch square shower. Nice and tall. Plenty of room around the toilet. And this is kind of like a corner sink with L-shaped cabinet, as Chris mentioned. L-shaped countertop, I mean. A little bit of corner storage, tall rack, and that concludes the 31SS.
31SS. Moving on to the next one. Are we ready?
Okay, so this is the 32KD. It's right around 33, I think 33 foot 10, so it's kind of the middle length. And you can see that it's a different configuration with the 2-person recliner across from the table. And kind of the claim to fame on this particular model is the bigger campsite windows, you know, with your door right there, and then also this big dinette window. So Chris and I are going to be working on the dinette quite a bit, and you know, having a nice window on your campsite, that's a pretty big deal. That's really nice.
Yeah.
But it's a completely different feel than the 31SS, isn't it?
It is.
I think, you know, basically the floor plan here on the upfront living space, you know, your living room, if you will, and kitchen, it's a little more like galley style, I think. Same Freightliner chassis, same overhead bunk. You can get this in, they call it like a Euro cap style, where it's just cabinets up there, not an actual bunk. And I think when the slides are in, this gets pretty narrow here. But overall, I like it. You want to show us the kitchen, Chris?
Yeah. So I agree. This is much more of like your runway, traditional motor home type feel. But this kitchen has a much deeper countertop. Like if you are the type to prep and sprawl, there's a lot of usable space back there. What I like about both this sink and the other sink that we just saw is that they're still large, but they're not massive to the point where they're hard to keep clean. They can be too big.
Yeah. One thing, and I'm not sure if there's an engineering reason why they can't put a window behind this. I would really love to see the same kitchen window that's in the 31SS behind in this one too. More windows are better in my opinion.
I mean, this is just a massive space down here.
Yeah, does that go all the way back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty big cabinet, isn't it?
It is. It is. The flip-up extenders that are in this one and the previous one are awesome. This one has a little bit larger of a fridge. The other one is a little bit smaller.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that, but it was a 10 cubic foot residential in the 31SS. This 32KD has the 15 cubic foot Norcold, 12 volt.
Which I really like this one.
Is there a pantry?
No pantry.
No pantry.
Nope, no pantry. Okay.
So would you say the 31SS has a bigger kitchen or similar kitchen?
I'd say they're similar. They're just laid out a little bit different. And what I like about this one is that the TV is separated.
Yeah.
I like that the TV is not above the stove. So for me, I like to have that being over here. You can still sit here and here and watch the TV without the TV being right in your cooking area.
So Chris and I don't watch a ton of TV out in the living room. We tend to watch shows at night, kind of to wind down a little bit.
Yeah.
So this viewing angle here from the sofa up to the TV, the dinette up to the TV, It's not bad. We actually like that the TV is kind of out of the place, like Chris said, out of the way.
You know, I really, really enjoyed this floor plan for this front living area. The only thing to consider is that the floor space is smaller. So if you do work out inside your RV, which we do.
Or anything else.
Or anything. I mean, I don't know what people do on their floor. That's just what I do on my floor. So this is a little bit more limited space for that, but it's still workable.
Well, if you got like, I don't know, little kids that like to sprawl out and have things, or, you know.
Playing with toys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything you do with floor space, I guess. I'll point out too, the cabinets are a gray in here, and the last unit we looked at was brown, so just a little bit different of a color tone. I do like these gray ones.
Are those options?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so people can see them. And
yeah. And they're both very pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them both. Okay, moving on.
Bathroom.
Okay. All right. This bathroom makes my heart swoon a little bit. This is a nice, good, squared off, more like rectangular bathroom, but a ton of counter space on this one. And storage. If you're the type that wants a lot of storage.
Yeah, I think this is a hands down winner.
This is a hands
on the
down.
bathroom.
On the bathroom.
Bathroom to bathroom comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really nice bathroom.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Even the sink is just beautiful, and the little backsplash.
Mm-hmm. It's just laid out a little bit better where you, I like the pocket door. You just kind of walk right in.
I really like this bathroom. This is a dream bathroom.
That's a really big storage space, baby. You could fit a
You could
42...
go to Costco. You can go get Costco toilet paper and just put it all right under there.
It's like a 42 pack of toilet paper. And the shower?
The shower. This side? Okay. Big. Is it the same size or a little bit smaller?
It's a rectangle, so it must be like a 36 by 30.
Slightly smaller.
Slightly smaller, but still
big.
Looks like a really nice shower. No complaints on that shower. And we're coming from, I think, a 48 by 36 shower. We had a big one.
Shower's really big, yeah. No, but I love this bathroom. I actually don't even want to leave this bathroom right now. I'm just going to hang out in here all day.
Okay, bedroom, final spot. I love the big window right away. Look at that window.
Oh, yes. 2 windows. This one is like your money shot. It's always nice to know what's going on outside of your bedroom. This bedroom has so much storage in it. You got this. It's like a dual wardrobe. This one is plumbed for washer dryer.
Yep.
So what I picture in this unit is doing your laundry and then using this table for folding your clothes, which I love because you need a little space to fold your towels and fold your stuff. This stackable drawer is huge.
Ooh, those are big.
There's 3 big drawers here, and then under the wardrobe, 2 on that side and 1 on this side. And then you got the overheads above the headboard.
There's some behind the TV.
Is there really?
Oh, that's pretty big.
It's big.
That is a big space right there.
I'm trying to be a minimalist person, but in all reality, I think that the storage in this and the bathroom is a little bit more comfortable for my preferences. I really like this one because you can, for a full-timer, you can have more stuff in here. As a part-timer, it might not be as important, and you might appreciate having that floor space of the previous unit that we just looked in.
Okay, you can kind of see the kind of contrast between the two 33-foot floor plans on Dynamax's Freightliner Super Cs. And for those of you out there that can't decide between the two, like us, you know, looking at these floor plans on paper, we haven't been in the 34SS yet, but the next one we're going into looks like they kind of combine these two floor plans.
Like a mashup.
If these two had a baby, we would then
get the 34.
Get the 34. And that might give you the best of both worlds. The only trade-off is you bump up to 36 feet overall, not 34. Let's check it out.
You know, this floor plan actually is growing on me.
It's a really nice motorhome.
Because we haven't ever seen this one.
No, we didn't know
this
if this would be enough to work out.
I'm totally comfortable with this. Like, it'll be a little tight to do certain things.
If this, what I feel like is after like a while, would this feel tight or not? The bedroom is beautiful.
The bedroom is so beautiful, and the bathroom is beautiful.
Yeah. And this is the 34SS, which combines both models. Just walking in right away, my eye caught this 3-person sofa right here. You can feel the 3 extra feet right away. you get the big open floor plan back. See, once you're out of the one and you get back into an open floor plan, you're like, oh, I really like this feature of it. And you can kind of just feel the size of this. And when we get into the back, we'll show you the bedroom and the bathroom combination. But right off the bat, this front living space is very similar to the 31 SS, their shortest floor plan, except you get a 3-person sofa instead of a 2-person sofa. And one thing I noticed right away too is this flush floor slide. So having that flush floor slide actually even opens it up a little bit more. I like this camel color interior with the brown cabinets. It's very warm in here.
Yeah, I like it too. I actually prefer this color over all of the color schemes. It's my favorite.
The gray is really nice and light, but the darker color is very warm and rich too. So, okay, into the kitchen, I noticed the 15 cubic foot Norcold. This is the 12 volt. We have a 19 cubic foot in our fifth wheel. We love it. It's designed for an RV. You don't need any type of locking mechanism. It just locks. These are RV specific, obviously made by Norcold. And it's a really, I can feel that cold. Feels good on a hot, humid day. And a good size freezer. You're not going to complain about a 15 cubic foot fridge. It's a really good size. And a pantry. Look at that. So in the shorter floor plan, you lose the pantry if you get the 12 volt, I think. And in this longer one, get a little bit more space. The kitchen, countertop, I think this one jets out a little bit. This also feels
longer.
A little bit longer and a little bit bigger. I like this solid surface backsplash as well that goes around the stove. 6 drawers. Big TV.
Oh, you got built-in shelving on this one.
Yep, built-in shelving looks kind of nice. This is it's hard to explain how big this cabinet is. It's really large. That's a lot of kitchen space, a lot of storage. Big square sink. I like the faucet. And then the same front storage closet that I talked about in the 31 SS. I like that.
Yeah.
You rarely have a spot to put your vacuum cleaner, your jackets, your dog leashes. This is really nice. You could fit all of that in there at the same time.
And there's even an outlet in there so you can have your charging dock.
Yeah, perfect. It's made for a Dyson. I like this cabinetry all around. Super solid feeling. What I like about Dynamax is they use solid wood cabinetry. The door fronts, the door frames, really nice high quality wood. And then, of course, the front Freightliner chassis part, same in all three. They have a nice 10-inch screen as well as a 4-camera system. So as you're driving down the road, you kind of have a nice view all around you to help you drive these big RVs down. The cool thing about the Freightliner chassis is how high it sits up, how big and beefy it feels, as you look out the windshield. It's pretty cool. It has a much different feel than the Ram or the Ford chassis, and it definitely makes you feel like you're king of the road. I think that covers the main living area. It definitely has a bigger, more open feel like the 31 SS, but
the bigger couch.
But with the bigger couch, and it just feels a little bit longer, so you can definitely feel you're stepping up in a few feet. And I'm going to let Chris check out the bathroom and the bedroom because I think that's what she's going to love.
So as Erin said, this definitely mirrors the front of the 31, and then we're taking and mirroring the rear of the 32, and you're really getting the more space of both of those shorter ones in this one longer unit. And here we are, kind of in between the bedroom and the bathroom and everything. It's like a little hub right here. We have the sink on my left, which is separated from the bathroom. You have a nice cabinet and a hand washing separate from the toilet in the shower, which I could definitely get used to that, so that if you have 2 people in an RV or 2 people or more, somebody can still wash their hands, brush their teeth while the other person is showering or going to the bathroom. Next, we have wardrobe closet in this little middle section, and this is where you have your wardrobe on top and plumbed on the bottom. And with this particular setup, you can even do the stackable washer and dryer separate from each other if that's the way you prefer to do it. Now over here we have the bathroom with the shower and the toilet. Oh, there is actually a cabinet up top here. I didn't think there would be, but there's a little upper which you can use for storage. We have a nice shower here. Let's see what size it is.
Looks like that same
34?
30 by 36? 30 by 36.
It's a good size shower. We'll leave it at that. So you have your shower, you have your toilet, you have your cabinetry, and it's a good amount of space in here.
So if you were doing your hair and makeup over there, then
Yeah.
that leaves the bathroom open, which is, I like
That
that.
would actually work really well for us.
I like that.
Okay, and now, holy moly cabinetry.
This is the real deal here.
This is making me swoon a little bit. We have so many drawers, I can't even count them at a glance. Majorly large wardrobes.
So if you catch that, you know, if you have if you have a combo washer dryer or a stackable washer dryer over there, you still have his and her wardrobes. Wow.
It's big, yeah. And then you have more storage here. This TV pops open. You know, they're really killing it with the storage behind the TVs.
Yeah. Look at that bank of drawers.
I even like the accent lighting on them.
Nice accent lighting, yeah.
Nice accent lighting. Tons of drawers. And let's not forget Erin's favorite part. Again, we have a nice big window in the bedroom.
I actually like the double window of the 32. I hate to say it, but I would get rid of some cabinetry. I would have another window there. I'm just a big fan of windows. There is so much. For a 36-foot Super C, this has more storage than you could even bring for clothes.
And you know what? I liked the countertop of the 32.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, to use for a folding table when
Yeah.
you're on laundry day.
Countertop and a window. I thought you were going to say challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. It's hard to pick because the 31, 32, 34 all have things that, yeah, I really like that about it. I love that these beds have these nightstands. I mean, it's pretty common, but you don't always get them. And then more overhead storage. In case you didn't have enough over here, there's more up there. I like the headboard too. It's a beautiful headboard.
Yeah, I really like this bedroom. You can see the conundrum when you're looking at all three of these floor plans at the same time. Each one has such great positives and a few offsetting negatives.
Yeah.
Okay, on the spot, which one would you choose? And I'm just going to say the easy answer is the big one, right?
Actually, you know, I think the first step for anybody is to decide how important is the length. Is the length the determining factor, and start there, because for me it would either be the 32 or the 34, and because I'm not sure on the size yet, I would go with the 32.
That is a great answer.
Is that what you would say?
32 would be my answer as well. And then this 34 SS would be
Second.
a wonderful step up.
This would be second for me.
And I really like the 31 SS with the open floor plan. And that's the shortest. That's 33 foot 5, I think. So there's so many trade-offs.
And there's so many variables. Like if you're not a full-time RVer and you're a part-timer, you know, I might just very well pick the 31.
Okay, welcome to the future.
Oh,
Or should I say the present, or whatever time it is right now. But you could see how we liked the 32 KD best, then the 34 SS, and then last, we liked the 31 SS. And we're currently living in the Isata 6 30FW, which is the exact same floor plan as the 31 SS, our least liked floor plan.
and now it's our favorite. I was so enamored by the 32 KD bedroom and bathroom that I watched myself lie to myself about that was my favorite model, simply based off the bedroom and the bathroom. Now that I've been in this unit and I love this open floor plan so much, that really was the wrong decision, because Erin and I work all day long up in this living area, and we work out all the time. And those are the two big things that, you know, drive our daily schedule.
Yeah.
And it would have been a huge mistake to have that tight living space when we're up here all the time.
I still think the 34 SS is the easy answer because you get the big living space and you get the big back bathroom, bedroom, things like that.
Yeah.
But we really do want to stay as short as possible. We're not using a toad right now, so being in that 33, 34 foot feels a lot better than 36 and a half feet. So it's quite interesting to have watched that footage back. We haven't seen that for many months. And to literally see both of us pick the RV that probably wouldn't have worked best for us for living in full time. Now that 32 KD has such a stellar bedroom, bathroom, and the front is really nice too because the living arrangement is across from each other,
Yeah.
the seating arrangement, and people really do like that. But I have an idea. If you could take the 32 KD and put dual opposing slides on the front, so put the dinette on a slide out, then you would have that little square in the middle living room while you're parked to give you enough space, floor space to work out or, you know, have a little bit more room.
Yeah.
And not be so tight.
Yeah, I would love it. It would really just open up the floor space and give it that little pop that makes it feel like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. So if you want to see more on our current RV, an in-depth tour of why we like it and even the things that we don't like, check out this video next.